This year, don't settle for less than a Honda. Visit your Augusta-Aiken Honda dealer. Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Wrdw.
And I'm Zana Halliburton. It's cut day at Champions Retreat for the Augusta National Women's Amateur. That means we know who will be playing in the final round at Augusta National Saturday.
In just a few minutes, we're going over to Champions Retreat live with your News 12 sports team. But first, we're checking in with your First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Riley Hill, because we've got some near-record high temps on the way, plus a chance for rain, Riley.
Definitely so, guys. We are tracking a number of different things over the next couple of days. Those near-record high temps continue through Sunday, and on Sunday, that's when we have still continued.
Sounds good. Thanks, Riley. Over at Champions Retreat, while the golfers have left the course, some may not be going home just yet. It's cut day.
The Augusta National Women's Amateur Round 2 may have come to an end, but your News 12 sports team is just getting started.
That's where we find Alyssa and Joe. And guys, our eyes have been glued to this round.
Yeah, a really gloomy start to this day, but a red-hot afternoon. At this point last year, Lottie Wode was 2 shots ahead, 5 under. She's now tied for first at 9 under with Kiara Romero.
Yeah, that's right. That cut line came out at 1 under, and it dragged right there. That's the lowest cut line in this tournament's young history. And now, for the 3rd time ever, we have co-leaders going into championship Saturday. Now, the biggest surprise of the day was Kiara Romero, as Alyssa just said. Co-leading now with Lottie Wode, the former Sage Valley Junior Invitational participant, bounced back from a double bogey on 4, and she made 4 straight birdies from holes 7 through 10. That comes after she failed to make the cut last year. Today, though, already hard to top.
I feel like this week I've been like the happiest I've ever been on the course. I feel like if you see me last year making a double, I'm definitely not happy. I'm definitely not looking around smiling at everyone. But today was a lot different. I kind of was really proud of myself for the way I handled it and kind of moved on from it.
Here's a look at the top 10 through 2 rounds. Romero and Wode holding that top spot. Not much to breathe from that 3-way tie for 3rd. Andre Lavolta with a 66 today, catapulting her into the top 3.
Not the only 66 out there today. Last year's Sage Valley Junior Invitational champion Asterisk tallying up 7 birdies on her round 2 scorecard, and the number 2 amateur in the world, Jasmine Koo, with a solid round of 3 under to get her into the top 10.
Today is such a stressful day for so many, but you want to have that chance to play at Augusta National Golf Club on Saturday.
Yeah, for Rachel Heck, her scorecard didn't matter today as her future after golf is already solidified.
Bags at the Augusta National Women's Amateur have their own personality. One stands out when it's made to blend in. Rachel Heck is playing in her 4th tournament. Her first spotting the colors she's worked the last 4 years towards.
I did ROTC all throughout college, started ROTC my freshman year, and then commissioned as a 2nd lieutenant last June. I've been in the reserve since then.
She may be one of 8 from Stanford playing, but her team outside her 5 to 9, the Stars and Stripes.
Golf is so individual, and I really wanted something that was a total opposite. I wanted to be a small part of something so much bigger.
It's the first event she's been able to play as an officer.
A lot of military folks, yelling, go Air Force, go Army, go whatever. There's actually a girl who's an ROTC cadet at Alabama. I met her today. She drove to watch me play. And it's just so cool to have that support
on the course or off it. It'll always be a game of perspective.
When things are tough out there, when I get frustrated, I remember what I'm a part of.
This is her final Augusta National Women's Amateur Tournament that she's been playing in. She actually used PTO to play. She had a rib removed when she was a junior playing at Stanford. When you hear some of their stories out here on the course, it makes you appreciate them so much more than golfers.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. For a lot of the golfers out there, of course, winning this tournament is at the top of their food chain. But for those that don't walk away with a victory this week, you got to believe that this is the highlight, one of the highlights of their very early careers as they get ready to turn professional, hopefully in the coming years. With that, we say goodnight from Champions Retreat, and we say good morning on Saturday from Augusta National Golf Club.
It is really cool to see all of the different stories from a lot of these players, but you know, even if some of these players didn't make the cut, it's a great prize just to be able to go over to Augusta National Golf Club tomorrow and play that practice round. It's an incredible experience for a lot of them, I can imagine.
Definitely, and congrats to all of those ladies out there. It's a big deal just to have made it this far, that's for sure. And of course, Joe and Lissa will continue to follow this throughout the weekend.
And we are looking forward to not only that closed practice round tomorrow, but the final round on Saturday at Augusta National.
All eyes will be on them Saturday, that's for sure. And this week and next week are such a big part of our community, and we spend so much time counting down and looking forward to it each year.
Absolutely. But our local businesses, the next week and a half is where all the payoff comes from, the months and months of prep. Yarja Dickerver joins us live from downtown Augusta. Audrey, restaurants have their extra seating out. It's all hands on deck, as we all know, and they're getting ready for the influx of visitors here.
For sure, and anticipation has been growing. It doesn't matter if you're a restaurant, retail, coffee shop, you name it. They've been getting prepared for this next week. And especially if you're a small business, they say this business is more important now than ever. Downtown, Surrey Center, Westlake Commons, or just about anywhere in the CSRA has been getting ready.
Lots of prep goes into it, months in advance.
Adding custom Augusta themed items.
Custom fun little items you can't get anywhere else, which has been cool to see everyone's reactions to those items. And we're always super busy in March, so it's been great with the locals, and now we're really excited for the patrons.
Weeks in advance.
The week before is so busy with our in-town clients. They're getting their houses cleaned up, they're getting gifts for their master guests, so we always try to have cute little golf theme things so they can have a welcoming environment, say welcome to Augusta.
Or adding golf themed uniforms to restaurants.
Well, we're spending a lot of people, you know, I hope that they come.
We're all here to support everybody else here.
All with the hope of bringing more people through their doors, especially after everything that's happened.
We were closed for probably over a week. And definitely
Great in retail.
and then October was really tough month for everyone in business in Augusta. It was horrible. So I would say more than ever, yes, I feel like everyone kind of just wants to feel normal, so they just want to have a really good golf week.
Hopeful for support from patrons and thankful for the support from locals.
We're always ready for Masters. I think our city looks beautiful, especially coming off of Helene. I think everyone just really worked together to get everything looking beautiful and ready for our out-of-town guests.
A lot of prep has for sure gone into this, and it's not quite busy downtown yet, but don't let that fool you, because by this weekend, these businesses are all going to be very crowded.
And that's the good news, especially after the year we just had.
Absolutely, and mostly known to our local businesses as the 13th month of the year. This week can really help bolster some of their sales. Thanks, Audrey. And in just 4 days, it looks like we could be learning more about the future of the patch. That's the Augusta Municipal Golf Course. We took our Sky 12 drone today and spotted this sign saying Masters plan release April 7th. The patch has been closed since the beginning of the year for massive renovations. We do know the project will link Augusta Tech's golf course management programs and much more. Some very exciting updates for our area, possibly just days away. We look forward to that.
Coming up, laser attacks might seem harmless, but that's far from reality, and cases in Georgia are among the highest in the nation. News 12 investigates this dangerous trend after the break.
Near record high temperatures and then potentially seeing some thunderstorms that could be on the severe side late this weekend into early next week. We have issued a first alert. Much more on that coming up just after the break.
Time and temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team. Introducing the First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
Hot tub blowout sale is
It's a low temperature, potentially as low as the upper 30s.
All right, thanks, Riley. Fresh off creating mailboxes for those without a permanent address, Augusta's Homeless Task Force is turning its focus next to transportation. I'll give you guys a look at this. This is what's called a community care bus ticket. It's a small solution with a big impact. In partnership with Augusta Transit, the bus ticket offers a ride to 5 locations: the Department of Community Supervision, Department of Public Health, the Medical District, Serenity Behavioral Health Systems, and the Department of Family and Children's Services. Each of these locations locations were identified by the task force as places that those experiencing homelessness have issues reaching. It says that this ticket allows people to get on track and get resources to stand on their own feet.
Our goal is to look at your mental health, your physical health, and what's important to you. We want you to be able to take your medicine so that you can have a fulfilling job that you stay with, and we want you to thrive. And if you're not able to get from point A to point B, we can't expect you to do that.
People will be able to get a community cares ticket at participating shelters in Augusta, and the ticket will be one-time use only. The task force says they'll start the pilot program after tournament week.
The FAA releases new numbers on how many laser strikes pilots reported to the agency last year, just before the world begins to descend on Augusta. It's time for the 3rd annual Duck Dash. Still ahead, we're showing you exactly where your donations will go right here in our community.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Refresh your retreat at Ashley's Spring Semi-Annual Sale. For a limited time, hot buys start at just $249, and sofas and sectionals are up to 30% off. Plus, get 0% interest for up to 60 months with no minimum purchase. Only at Ashley. Plus, get $300 Ashley cash with a premium mattress purchase. Your best sleep starts here. Only at Ashley.
It's time to get ready for the 3rd annual Augusta Duck Dash. This is the family-wise large fundraiser that supports the A Place to Dream program, which provides beds for children in need. The Family Y is finding solutions and raising awareness and funds to help keep up with the high demand for beds. Since 2017, the Family Y of Greater Augusta has provided more than 2,000 beds to kids in our area. They say the need has increased, and part of that is due to Helene. Last year, the Duck Dash event went virtual because of damage at the Savannah Rapids Pavilion. 1,700 ducks raced in the Aiken County-wide Lazy River. But this year, Duck Dash is back to normal at the Savannah Rapids Park with the goal of raising $200,000.
We're well on our way to hit that goal, but we need to hit that goal to be able to support the need that's in our community. That need is greater than that. We will continue to work and turn over every rock we can to support these kids, but we need Augusta Duck Dash to be successful this year so we can continue to give out these beds.
So they're calling on you at home to participate. You're able to purchase ducks now to race down the canal for prizes. It's all taking place October 4th from 10 to 2 at the Savannah Rapids Park.
It's just a great resource for a lot of our local families there, those beds. It's sad to hear that Helene made that issue even worse for giving beds to a lot of these local kids who need help.
And certainly their goal is to raise $200,000, but they tell me, I mean, in order to keep up with the demand, they need more than that.
Yeah, so they're basically looking just to double what they were doing, right?
Exactly.
Families can also participate in the free festival, where there will be a bounce house, food trucks, costume contests for kids, and trunk or treat events as well. We have all of this on our website and how you can also purchase a duck too.
Definitely, it's going to be a fun time. They're also in need of sponsors, so if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, again, just head to our website for that.
Well, mark your calendars here. This Monday, WRDW is bringing you a tee-off to the Masters special ahead of the tournament. Your News 12 sports team will preview everything you need to know to enjoy the 89th Masters tournament. You can watch it at 7:30 p.m. right here on channels 12 and 26. Riley?
Take a look at our 3-degree guarantee brought to you by Tub Doctor. Our forecast 87, actual high 89, so $50 more heading towards the Boys and Girls Club of Augusta. Have another look at that 7-day forecast just after the break.
Go Patriots! You can't handle the roof.
Create an oasis in your own funeral home and cremation services.
This Easter, we invite you to celebrate our risen Savior with us at Warren Church. Join us for worship at one of our 4 campuses. Augusta, Belvedere, and Grovetown will gather together at 8, 9:30, and 11 a.m. The Warren Crossbridge campus will worship together at 9:30 and 11 a.m. Whether you're new to church or a longtime member, there's a place for you to experience hope and joy this Easter. Visit warren.church/Easter for all the details. We hope to see you this Easter. We're saving a seat just for you.
Build a vacation in your own backyards. Come see us today. PeachtreePools.com.
All right, how cool is this? Over at Langley Pond Park in Aiken County, there are 2 new distance viewers that are for people with color blindness. It's thanks to a partnership with the company Enchroma, which you might have heard of. They make glasses for people with color blindness to see a wider range of color.
And the neat thing is, now if you're visiting Langley Pond Park, even with color blindness, you can appreciate the beautiful views. Aiken County Parks and Rec says they're the first department in South Carolina to offer these distance viewers with Enchroma.
Yeah, it's really interesting too because I imagine if you go to the park and you look through them real quick and you're like, wow, this doesn't usually look like that, you could find out that you're colorblind. I think that just found out that happened to our producer not too long ago. So she's trying to figure that out. But here's a look at Enchroma's website with these images showing how a colorblind person sees the world versus those who see it with a full range of colors. So
and
you get to see it.
It really is a difference. So kind of like you were saying,
Absolutely.
if you are colorblind, then this is really going to make that huge difference. And to someone that's never seen what things look like,
yeah, it would change everything,
Yeah.
Riley.
Definitely will. It's like when you finally get your first pair of prescription glasses and you can actually see the individual leaves on trees. I'm sure it is a game changer for them to be able to see it like that there with those new things there in Langley Pond. Very cool right there. And we got a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms Friday, mainly into the afternoon, and then we do still have our first alert in effect for late Sunday and early Monday. Keep it here for those updates the next few days.
Thanks, Riley. We're back live on 26 News at 7.
And for News 12 at 10 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching.